Hi Bobcats, it's Miss Lee again, and we're going to continue linear relationships, writing linear equations from situations, but instead of writing one-step linear equations like we did in the previous video, we're going to write two-step linear equations. Carlos rakes leaves for his neighbors. He charges $3.50 per hour to rake leaves, plus $4 to remove the bags of leaves. He used the equation below to calculate T, his total earnings, based on H, the number of hours he works. So what does the variable T represent in the equation? So let's go back up here. It says to calculate T, his total earnings. So the T represents total earnings. So we're going to fill that in. Total earnings. And then it says to highlight where the variable T is defined. If you do not have a highlighter, but you have like a pen, you could use a pen and underline it. But T is his total earnings. Are we giving a value for the variable T? Not a single value. We're not given a single value, but we do know that he charges $3.50 per hour plus $4 to remove the bags. Okay, so it's not necessarily an exact value. All right, so we can go ahead. It says to highlight it, so I'm going to use the same color, and I'm just going to underline it. So it's going to be $3.50 per hour plus the $4 to remove the bags. Okay, what does the variable H represent in the equation? So look for the H, it's right here. H is the number of hours that he works. So I'm just going to put number of hours. And then I'm going to change my color of my highlighter. And H is the number of hours that he works. Are we given a value for the variable H? Do we know how many hours he works? No, we don't know. So I'm just going to fill this in with no. So let's write the meaning of the equation in our own words. Okay, what does T stand for? Total earnings. So total earnings is going to equal $3.50 per hour plus $4. So the $3.50 per hour is to rake the leaves, and the $4 is to remove the bag of leaves. Again, it's important to know what it is you're looking for, the total earnings. That's what we're looking for. That's our independent. I'm sorry, that's our dependent. And it's all going to depend on the number of hours, H, that he works. The more hours he works, the higher his total earnings will be. Okay, so let's go ahead and write an equation to represent each linear relationship. A tennis club charges $30 per month for membership fees plus a $120 enrollment fee. We need to define our independent variable and our dependent variable. So think about, what are the two things that you're comparing? We're comparing the monthly fees, right, to the total fee. So the independent variable, I'm just going to let it be X to keep with X, but it's going to represent the monthly fee. And our dependent variable is what we're looking for, the Y, which is going to represent the total cost of the membership. Okay, so we're looking for the total cost. Our equation is going to start with Y equals. Now we need to come up here and figure out what it is that we need to do to find the total cost. So it said it charges $30 per month. Well, we know the month is going to be our X. It's $30 per month. This per means to multiply. So we're going to multiply 30 times the number of months. And then it says plus $120 fee. So this plus means we're going to add $120. And there's your equation. Y equals 30x plus 120. Let's try another one. In a certain video game, the total number of points you get per level is 100 points for completing the level, plus 5 points for each star you collected on that level. So we need to define our independent and our dependent variables. So what are the two things we're comparing? We're comparing total number of points. The total, this is going to be your dependent y. And what you need to know is how many stars you collected. That's going to be your x. So our independent variable is going to be x, which is going to be the number of stars, because you get 5 points for each star. And the dependent variable is y, which is going to be the total points. Now, to find the total points, what are you going to do to the number of stars? Well, it's 5 points for each star. This each means to multiply. So we're going to do 5 times x, 5 times the number of stars. And what else? It says you get per level 100 points for completion. So plus 100. So our equation is going to be y equals 5x plus 100.